I'm Curtis with Villari's Martial Arts Medicine, and today I'd like to talk about achieving cardio bliss, explosive energy, how to punch hard, kick hard, keep going, how to push yourself in intervals. So we're going to start the way we always do, feet shoulder width apart, same distance front to back, and I'm going to start my music. Got a new playlist today for you. Feet shoulder width apart, standing tall. We're going to do breathing right now, because breathing is the foundation of good striking and good performance with your body. So breathing in, grow tall through your nose. Breathing out, ground your feet. Breathing in and out, big breaths. Let's completely empty our lungs and completely fill them in. One more. If you can't breathe through your nose for some reason, mouth is fine. Okay, little ones now. Still big, but faster. Roll your neck. We're going to keep that breathing, not quite so intense, but keep it in mind. Rolling shoulders. Rolling hips. Both directions. Now we're going to do reach forward, pull back. And for these, I want a sharp exhale with every pull. I know we've done this a bunch if you've been doing these, but really focus on the breathing part of it today. And the intent, like maybe you're elbowing two people behind you. Sinking your weight. I like to put my lips together when I blow. Cool, twist. Still breathing. High knees. Now I have to tell you guys something. I've talked about avoiding jumps. If you can't shake your flat, which is all good. But if you want to get really good cardio, jumping is so good. If you hate jumping, I counsel you to learn to love it. A lot of times I think people just don't like it because it's uncomfortable or they don't feel very agile on their feet. But if you practice this footwork here, and you can start without the jumping, but with lunging and so forth, then work your way up to where you can do this kind of thing, because this kind of thing is so, you feel your heart rate's going to go up. And it's great for your muscles too. If you drive the knees up, if you're doing this with me, great. If you just want to do rising knees, you can, but if you have to in your house, whatever, but get outside maybe. If you're outside on a run, you can do these kinds of jumping drills in place, in between segments, and breathing. One way you can achieve that without a jump would be stay on one side. Try that with me. But that's more intense on your thigh and less on your heart, I guess. You can get it going. You can get anything going. Awesome. Swing your leg. So going intense is great. Explosive energy, explosive power. We want to go for explosive energy in kickboxing. Hitting hard and then collecting your breath. Instead of I'm going, right? You want to, every time, if you can achieve that, and you heard me ki there, we do that for a reason. Sounds dorky, right? But it gives you drive and motivation, scares your opponent. It's a breath. You don't need it though. You can, or those work great too. Switch. And resting in between, super important for that. You can't do that intensely for 30 minutes with no break. Maybe some of you can, but for me, The rest allows me to jump back in harder, which is what you want to go for. Heels. And again, you can make these bigger, explode more with that breath. Side, inner thigh stretch. I'm gonna do 2. And I'm still trying to maintain that explosive rise with both of them. So it's a real balance test. We're not just testing our balance slowly, always a good thing to try, but testing our balance in anger, in the moment of those explosive breaths. Because that's what you're really gonna want to achieve in the combo. All right, I'm gonna drink water. We're gonna drink a lot of water today, or at least a lot of little ones. Back fall. Bicycles. These ones are good for cardio because they move lots of parts of your body continuously. Rolling forward, jump back, push up. From your feet or from your knees, just try to be really big with them today. So if you can't go all the way down, maybe go to your knees and just make a big, as big as you can manage. And if you're little, but you're still, that's cool. All right, rolling back, bicycles. Keep it up, come on, let's go fast. You see my breathing doesn't match him anymore? I'm just trying to keep even breath. Keep me going. Okay, now we're gonna crunch and hold and breaths. Higher. Switch. Higher. Switch. Up. Really lift it up. The breath is so important. Up. Forward. One more push-up set. Surprise. Many as you can. Let's go. I'm reaching the end. Maybe I had a couple more, but close to failure is good. Child's pose stretch. Quick Cobra Stretch. Breathing. Even though I say quick, I don't want you to feel rushed. I'm thinking about this as a cool down, a recentering. We're just not going to stay in it for a super long time, but that's okay. Sweet. Water. As far as having discipline on how much time you spend doing things, nothing beats a timer. The timer does not lie. But if you don't have a timer, or you're in a hurry and you don't have the logistics for that, you can still just do your best to keep going and motivate yourself. I forgot my shoes and now I'm gonna start kicking. So I'm gonna put my shoes on now. I wanna jump straight into combos. Like I said, footwork is really good for cardio. If everything we do is in place, you have to work so hard to build up that heart rate. Even though we are punching through the ground, we're using our whole body, it's not the same. And lunges are not the same as stepping stools, are not the same as like really big reorientations. So I said jumping is so good. So for example, I'm going to show you guys an advanced kicking combo. Some of you may not be comfortable, and that's okay. If you're not comfortable, what you can give me is kick, landing back, and then round kick. So kick forward, let's just do that one first. Ball kick, kick, round kick. Ball kick, roundhouse kick. And you'll notice I land this kick, this foot back, the toe to the side to give me that angle. But if you want explosive power, don't. Go here and do the floating pivot that I taught last time. If that's too tough for you, or you don't understand that, no worries. You can still land it here and do this kick, and you can go, right? This is gonna work you hard if you push yourself and are honest with yourself, especially if we stay on the same side before we switch. But if you wanna push this to the next level, you can kick and jump into the round kick instead. So you kick, and now we're gonna switch our feet, and your foot lands in the position. Lands here, kick. And then the final version of this would be land it here and do the floating pivot as well. So kick. I think if you do the floating pivot, it's a switch first. And so then you can increase that further. The final version, if you will, here, knee with the floating pivot. I think that works better. Kick, knee, kick. So let's try that. And again, the next version down would be kick straight into the round kick. Ooh. And reach set. Right. And the version below that, I shouldn't say below because again, these all have value. They're all good for you. But from a cardio perspective of let's jump, let's go, heart rate, I think the jumping ones are strong. Right. And again, you can put a jump anywhere you see one. So from here, like instead of putting down, step back, you can do this move and then reset like that. A little bit harder. We're gonna push it now. Whichever one you wanna try. I'll try the knee one, I think I like it. Hi, hi, hi. I did a knee there, it doesn't matter. Explosive energy is what we're going for. Hi. Switch your feet. Now we're going to breathe. Resting is important. That first one slow, just to get it down. The kick, switch, and reset. Kick, switch kick, jump kick, stepping stool really. Reset. If there's still a stool, I'm still jumping on it, kind of. We're gonna pick it up now. Let's go, come on. Three more, let's go. 1, 2, 3. Feel it in your legs? Awesome. Resting. High intensity intervals. So many ways to do them. Just to warn you guys, next week, either Tuesday or Thursday, I haven't decided yet, I'm going to do a class that's just crushing it. Won't teach you guys new moves. And I'll caution everyone, if you're new, watch the other videos. Because I'm just going to throw together a bunch of stuff, all the stuff we've already done. So the minimum requirement for that will be you're comfortable substituting down, substituting to something else, or substituting up if you're advanced, whatever. It's all about adjusting for what your body needs. Okay, no more excuses. Gotta go again. Let's do lunges. I mean, excuses for myself. I was talking to catch my breath. Switch. These are little ones, not too hard on our heart. So too easy, right? Switch, big one. I know you guys have room. Some direction, find the way to do a big one. If you really can't, you can do these ones. Make them really big switches, or big in and out. Something that needs a jump. But ideally, it'll switch your balance. So like here, here, here. So you have to move the balance instead of keeping it in the middle. Switch. Down, back fall. Gonna do clapping underneath. Again, I like these. If you can move your hands all the way up, I'm gonna move so I can do that today. It's a really big motion. Engaging more muscle groups. Get that blood flowing. If you have to do them down here, that's okay. Rolling forward. Catch your breath for 1 second. I'm going to show you guys an explosive power push-up. So there's a push-up you may have seen before called clapping push-ups. I'm going to show you how to work up to those so that you can aspire to them. If you can do them now, let's do them. If you can't do them, I'll show you how to work your way up, like I said. So the push-up is you push up, explosive power. You may have seen me cheat a little. You're supposed to keep your hips tucked, right? So the perfect one of these, you keep your hips engaged. I mean, your pelvis tucked and abs engaged. But if you cheat a little, you come up here, you can kind of use that momentum of this into a pike. If you're doing that, it's not the end of the world. These are still hard. But here's other ways of working up to that. First way is to not clap. So from here, you just try to get your hands off the ground at all. If you can do that, you're already awesome. So then, if you can't do push-ups from your toes, it works from your knees. These are still hard from the knees. And you can just try to do clap push-ups from the knees. And with these, you could even try 2 if you feel like I can easily get enough push. I just don't like it from my toes. And 2. And again, work on tucking the abs, the hips. To not cheat on that would be a step forward. And finally, if you can't clap from the knees, push off from the knees. Just this again. My arms are getting tired already. Okay, I hope you were doing them with me. If you weren't, get going. And I am going to do some too now. Here we go. I'm going to shoot for 10. Well, no, I'm going to shoot for 5. I'm tired. One more for me. If you did one, congratulations. If you did anything, still feels so good. How's your heart? Mine is great. Okay, let's do a combo. We're gonna start a little forward so you have room to lunge back. If you don't have room to lunge, you can skip the lunge, but I hope you do. I need some breaths. Okay, we're gonna lunge back. And then I had this great combo planned with this. We're gonna lunge back, we're gonna jab cross. So someone's rushing us and we're like, whoa, punch, punch. And then let's say that we land that cross and they're like, oof. Now that stopped their momentum, boom, boom, stopping power. We're gonna lunge back in and throw 2 hooks. Actually, we're gonna throw a hook and a cross. So lunge back, jab cross. Second set, lunge in, hook cross. And then we're gonna throw a driving knee. So instead of coming up, we're gonna press forward with our hips. And landing in and finish with a roundhouse elbow. So punch, punch, hook punch, driving knee, elbow. And then we're close to where we need to be. Here, 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 here. And if you do a big lunge back, try and make them really big. That'll get you in position for the next one. Let's do a couple slow just to get it. And you can leave off anything you need to if it feels too complicated. Punch, punch, face, ribs, solar plexus, boom with the knee, and clock them to finish it. I don't care exactly how you clock them, just finish it. Boom, boom, driving knee, finishing move, lunge back. So now your goal is to keep working this, and each time go a little faster. For me, it helps think about it in twos. So there's the first two, the second two, the third two. Right? And if you make a wrong move like I just did, doesn't matter. I'm gonna shuffle back now. It's still lunge for the initial retreat. And again, I'm getting tired again, so I'm gonna breathe. You don't have to breathe with me. But if you're really tired, up to 3 breaths. Draw the line at 3. Say it. And then try and bust out a few of these before we breathe again. Say it. Say. Oh, that was so much better for me. So much more explosive. Hey. Big extension with those arms. Hey. Big twist with a twist. Let's do 3 more. 3 more. Hey. Last one. Last one. Say. Yeah. Take a break. I'm taking a break. If you have more, do more. Need water. I hope that helps you guys cardio-wise. If it's not enough, post in the comments. There's definitely ways of making it even harder. Like I said, any kind of reorienting jump, so intense. I have a 2-minute form that I invented that's just full of stuff like that, and I'm just drenched at the end. I can't get drenched on a treadmill in 2 minutes, you know? Let's do another ab set. Squirmies. These intentionally, because they're moving less of our body. Also, we want to work obliques today. Pick those shoulders up though. Work these muscles. We're catching our breath, but still working muscles. Focus on that breathing. Digging deep. Crunch and punch. We're gonna crunch up, punch to each side, and down. Add explosive energy now. Sometimes when I do these, I just do the twist because it's an ab work. But you can really punch people with it left and right. Pretend they're really standing there. How are you going to punch them from this position and really hit them meaningfully? You're going to exhale and twist. That's what you're going to do. And yes, I'm bouncing when I get to the bottom. It's the end of class. I'm tired. I don't care. I'm trying to get more of the crunch and punch. Punches are what we're going for. So feel free to cheat a little. Keep up with me. Let's do 2 more. Last one. Sweet. Final combo. Let's do a speed combo. Just want to go jab, cross, hook, hook, rising elbow, knee. Again, jab, cross, hook, hook. rising elbow, knee. Reset every time. The knee doesn't have to land forward. Wow, let's land it forward and we'll switch every time. Shuffle back, jab, cross, hook, hook, rising, knee. If you know me, you probably know where I'm going. Jab, cross, lunging in, hook, hook, lunging in, rising, knee. If you have the room, reset. Hi. Change it to a round knee if you want to challenge. Hook, hook, elbow, roundhouse knee. Reset. To the side, it looks like this. And from the other side. And yeah, I swing my leg across. Big swing across. Yeah. We're going to do 3 more on each side. Let's go. Hi. Come on, guys. Half done. Side. 2 more. Side. Last one. Explosive. Good. My music is not into cool down yet. If I was really feeling like I've been slacking off and I need more, I would not quit now, which means I'm not going to quit now. See, in music, it's the timer. It keeps me honest. If I didn't have music, I would stop right now. 1 more water. We're not going to stop. Music's not done. Let's do burpees. These are so good for explosive energy. Coming down, jump back, push up. Jump in, jump up. If you can't jump, then because it shakes too much, substitute just regular push up, or you can jump in, jump back maybe. That's less shaky. Without the big up. 1 more. 1 more. Final one, I promise. Pulling back. To a plank. So from your elbows, from your palms here, tuck your abs, or from your elbows. I like my palms. Elbows are here. Check your neck, your shoulders, they should be tucked back. Catch your breath. Focus on the breath. Engage the ab. 10 seconds. Pulling back. On your feet. Breath. Let's do ball kicks. High, low. Switch. Made it. Cool. Get a drink. We're really done. I am so done, you guys. That was a great workout for me. Okay. I need all the breaths. I'm like, I don't know how many of you have Fitbits or other fitness trackers that measure heart rate. and estimate your zones. If you don't have one, any kind of fitness tracker that can estimate your zones is really interesting. And what I've noticed is, as I've gotten more fit, it's harder and harder to get into the zones. If I'm tired, like I didn't sleep well, and I try to do a workout, I'm going to get into the cardio zone quickly, which isn't really a good thing necessarily. It just means my body doesn't have the reserve. My heart knows it needs to work harder. Whereas in general, I can't get cardio when I teach you guys kickboxing. I bet you I did today. But anytime we do more technique, my heart rate gets up to about 120, 110, mostly 110-ish. And it's just not high enough. It's fine, it's keeping me healthy. But I need to do this kind of workout sometimes. It's good for all of us. My go-to for cardio is Dance Dance Revolution. That I can get my heart rate to between 130 and 160, or even 170 if I'm like trying to really crush it. So is kickboxing the best for cardio? I'm still convinced it can be if you push it hard and use these techniques. Rolling hips. But it isn't if you don't work at it. I think if you're super tired and you don't have the willpower or discipline to work at it, and you're just out there and tired and running at a steady state, it helps to have the timer. That's your master. It tells you it's time to run hard now. Okay, it's time to run soft now. And there may be a class where I do that in kickboxing as well. Certainly we use the timers in the dojo, and I just haven't for these. You don't have to have them, but they're really helpful. Shoulders. If you haven't already seen, you can donate to us on Venmo. Please do that if these are helping you. If you're a member, that's also awesome. That's of course helping us. And thank you. I miss you guys. Full body stretch. Exhale. Rising in as you breathe in. Reaching up tall and hold that breath, fingertips and toes. Step out, breathe out. Thanks. Have a good weekend, everyone.